Ladies and gentlemen, the Elimination Chamber is the next WWE pay-per-view. It is only a few days away, and these are my predictions. This video is brought to you by SeatGeek. If you guys are looking for tickets for anything in the world, doesn't have to be related to wrestling, just use code HODGE on SeatGeek and save yourselves $20 off your tickets. First time orders only, so if you used SeatGeek before, just make a new account and use the code anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the video. Brandon Hodge here, your king of vlog style. Now, of course, this is my predictions for Elimination Chamber, like I've already said. So if you don't know, Elimination Chamber this year will be actually taking place in Saudi Arabia. That's where this year's is, so they have a lot of funds to work with, which provides a lot of inspiration and motivation for them to do more things. So yeah, pretty much, without saying much more, the Elimination Chamber this year is going to be like the greatest Elimination Chamber in the history of the WWE, because they're just going all out for this. There's 8 matches, and let's go ahead and start predicting them with the first match. The first match, we have Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Pretty much every match on this has like either a title on it, or they've added a stipulation just to make it even more exciting. And they're just going way out for this compared to the other shows. Anyway, McIntyre, Madcap Moss. It's going to be McIntyre. It's going to be a squash match. It's going to be a very, very fast match. McIntyre is rumored to still be working through an injury, so they're not wanting to push him too hard until like WrestleMania. So yeah, McIntyre will be winning this, definitely. The next match, we have Rey Mysterio versus The Miz. This one is also a Falls Count Anywhere, trying to make it more exciting, just without much explanation. We'll go with Rey Mysterio. Picking up the win here. I mean, I don't really have a reason. I like Ray. The next match is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. So we have the Usos defending their titles against the Viking Raiders. So Viking Raiders are not elevated to like a main event tag level. They are barely an entry-level tag team. That's no knock to them. And it's just the way they've been built and they've been booked on WWE television for the past, how long have the Viking Raiders been there? Like 2 or 3 years? They've never really been taken seriously, and for a while the tag division wasn't taken seriously at all. They would just put the titles on whoever. Maybe they're still doing that. I don't know. Anyway, for SmackDown tags, you know, it's on the Usos, it's on the Bloodline, it's not going anywhere right now. So to retain the titles here, I'm going with the Usos. The next match is a women's match featuring Ronda Rousey. That's all you have to do. That's all we have to make this match exciting, because Ronda Rousey is a big deal, especially. And having women wrestle, I don't mean to just skip over that. Just having women wrestle in Saudi Arabia alone is a giant deal. Yeah, it's a giant deal. Like, when they first did the Saudi shows, they did not have any women's wrestling featured on the show. They gave the women's their own pay-per-view to kind of make up for that. But since then, they've kind of worked, and Saudi's trying to be more like, I don't know, progressive, more open-minded or whatever, to kind of seeing what women can actually do. So not everyone, of course, in the country is going to agree with it, but there's a lot of change trying to happen in Saudi Arabia right now. And I do want to point that out, because people from Saudi have told me about this, being like, we're actually trying to be more progressive and everything. And we want women's wrestling here, just there's a big fight, push back for it, but they're actually been able to pull it back off in the past few years. So basically, this match, we have Ronda Rousey teaming up with Naomi to take on the team of Charlotte and Sonya. So they're kind of like throwing 2 feuds together here for a tag match, because they don't want to give away those matches, because it's probably going to be like the WrestleMania matches. So they don't want to give those away quite yet, but they kind of are kind of doing a tease or whatever by having a tag match. So yeah, Ronda Rousey, Naomi, Charlotte, Sonya. Who's winning this? I'm going with Ronda Rousey and Naomi to win this. Rousey, I believe they're trying to make her look like $1 million going into Mania, so don't expect her to look weak in any way. The next match is for the Raw Women's Championships. The Raw Women's Championship, we have the current champion, Miss Becky Lynch, defending her title against WWE legend Lita. So we have Lita, Becky Lynch. Hell of a matchup. I'm very excited to see this match. But who is winning this? Who is walking out of Saudi Arabia as the champion? Well, it's going to be Becky. It's not going to be Lita. They're not putting the title on her. Becky, they have other plans for her for WrestleMania, and this close to WrestleMania, she's not dropping the title. Even if they did want to give Lita a little more of another title reign or something like that. But Lita, Becky, who's winning this? I'm going with Becky Lynch to retain her Raw Women's Championship. The next match is an Elimination Chamber match. So this is the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Very, very interesting to do this, and I'm very excited to see this happen in Saudi Arabia. So anyway, when women's Elimination Chamber match, in the chamber we have 6 people, of course. The pods will be open at random times, entering new people into the match. So 2, of course, started off or whatever. So basically, we have Alexa Bliss, we have Liv Morgan, we have Rhea Ripley, we have Bianca Belair, we have Doudrop, and we have Nikki Ash, all facing off And this is not for a championship. This is for the #1 contendership for a WrestleMania main event. So it's pretty much like the same thing as like a women's Rumble match. So the winner of this, only we don't have to guess, will be facing Becky Lynch for her Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. So the winner of this will be one of the main events of WrestleMania, because every match at WrestleMania is a main event, Vince's mind read. So basically, who's winning this? Alexa is her first match back in a while. She's still doing the whole doll gimmick, kind of the knockoff of Bray Wyatt, even though he's not with the company anymore. I thought she would go back to the goddess gimmick. That's not happening anytime soon, it doesn't look like. Liv, she's had opportunities and spotlights, and she's done well in that, but she just hasn't been able to be able to pull it off in the past. Rhea, former champion, heard rumors that Rhea, they're actually looking to push her in the future. Bianca, also a former champion who deserves her spot, never really got a rightful rematch. Doudrop just had her opportunity literally the last show, so she's just there to kind of fill a spot, I guess. Nikki Ash, also a former champion, but I don't believe someone they're wanting to push in that main event spot for WrestleMania. So that kind of brings us down to 4 people. Liv's kind of already had her opportunity and kind of failed as well. So I'm going to bring it down to 3. We have Alexa, Rhea, and Bianca. I really would like to see Bianca put back into that spot. That would be great to see. At the same time, Alexa's first match back. I believe there's going to be some little bit of doll antics going on. And I do believe this may be Alexa's shot. I mean, I really personally don't like this decision. I would have probably liked this decision more if Alexa was back with the goddess gimmick instead of doing the doll thing. But yeah, I'm going to put it down to between Bianca and Alexa. If I have to choose just one, I'd really like, my favorite for this is going to be Bianca, but however, I do see a prediction happening. It's going to be Alexa Bliss more than likely. The next match is an Elimination Chamber match as well, but this is for the WWE Championship, so actual title will be defended inside the Elimination Chamber. So, we have Austin Theory, we have AJ Styles, we have Matt Riddle, and I'm just supposed to call him Riddle, but I refuse to. We also have Seth frickin' Rollins. That is actually his name now. His name has actually been changed to Seth frickin' Rollins. On the website, they should refer to him at all times as Seth frickin' Rollins, not just Seth Rollins for some reason. We also have Lashley, and we have the Beast Incarnate himself, Mr. Brock Lesnar, inside of this Elimination Chamber. So, everyone's probably pointing right at Brock Lesnar when they're going to be talking about this match. But Lesnar has always been winning the match. These big matches, you don't think Lesnar's winning. He actually ends up winning every time. Every time I predict someone else, it ends up being frickin' Lesnar. Lesnar's not, I don't even know he's in the frickin' Royal Rumble, and I predicted him in the Rumble. And then the guy comes in and swoops it away. Like, Lesnar is just on top of the world right now. But, there's a big but. The plan for WrestleMania, rumored, is not title versus title, so it's not going to be Reigns and Lesnar. And Reigns and Lesnar is happening at WrestleMania, so I don't think Lesnar's winning this. This has bit me before by saying this, but I don't think it's going to be Lesnar. If I have to choose someone in this, I really don't know. As much as I'd love to see, like, Riddle or someone as the WWE Champion, or Rollins or Lashley. I mean, I don't really know where they're going with the WWE Championship for WrestleMania. I don't think they're going to throw away a WWE Championship match, like a whole other match for WrestleMania, just to have it included into the same match. So there's only like one men's title singles match at WrestleMania instead of 2 like there should be. If I have to choose someone, I mean, Lashley's very tempting. Rollins is very tempting. Rollins apparently was supposed to win at day 1 originally before Reigns tested positive for it and got replaced, and Lesnar got the championship. So maybe it's finally time to do what the plan was supposed to be in January. Maybe it's time for Seth freaking Rollins to be the WWE Champion again. We'll just have to wait and see. But I mean, Lesnar is a very good possibility. Lash is a good possibility. Rollins is a good possibility. But I'm thinking it's going to be singles match for Lesnar and Reigns. So it's either going to be Lashley or Rollins. So I'm just going to go with Seth freaking Rollins. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this will be your main event of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. I would imagine the Tribal Chief will be ending the show. I would imagine that's the way it's going to go. So we have for the Universal Championship, we have our Tribal Chief, Mr. No, let's not say him. No. Let's do it the other way. Reigns, best for last. Come on, let's do this again. So for the Universal Championship at the Elimination Chamber, we have the challenger Goldberg. He will be challenging our Tribal Chief and head of the table, Mr. Roman Reigns. Our Universal Champion, Mr. Roman Reigns, will be defending his title against Goldberg. Spear versus spear. This is a match we were supposed to see a while ago. Now, Goldberg has a habit of kind of winning the title when you don't expect him to. For some reason, it's like, what? They actually put the title on him? Is this the man that's gonna beat Reigns' streak? I mean, Goldberg once upon a time had a streak as well, a winning streak as well. Is he going to be the man to take Reigns off of that winning streak? Is the streak going to be over in Saudi Arabia? I don't think so. I don't think that's the plan. I think they're still going with Reigns and Lesnar for WrestleMania main event. I don't think Goldberg's winning here, but it's not something out of the world I can see them not doing the way WWE has been like booking some people in the past few years. But basically, Goldberg will not be winning this. It is going to be spear versus spear. It's going to be cool to see if everything rolls off smoothly and they don't have any issues or anything like that. So Goldberg reigns winner, and still, the head of the table, still Mr. Tribal Chief, still Universal Champion, Mr. Roman Reigns. But ladies and gentlemen, those are my predictions. I'd love to hear yours in the comment section down below, but that's going to do it for this video, and thank you guys for watching. I am Brandon Hodge, your king of vlog style, and I will see you guys in the next video.